What's up, my Facebook friends, everybody on social media? I am back today to do another live. It's been a little bit since I've come on here. If you're just hopping on, put down below where you're watching from. I always like to see where you guys are watching from because got friends all over. I am here in Utah. It's a lovely spring day and sun's out, guns out, right? So actually, I came on here today to talk to you about keto and why I specifically don't recommend it. I actually put a post out a few days ago and it got some responses, of course, like put it out into the wild, and there's going to be people who have different opinions about it. And this is a fad that you see going on very much so in our times today. And I just want to go over like why I don't specifically recommend it, and this is something that I don't believe is healthy long term. So professionally, from my point of view, this is my opinion. Take it how you will. Like, obviously you can implement a low carb diet and lose weight, like, yes, but you do not have to go to the extremes as of keto. Okay, so let's talk about what keto is, guys. Keto is generally something that you are going to focus on eating more fats and proteins than carbs, obviously. So the percentage ranges for that is usually about 70% of fat, 25% of protein, and 5% or less of carbs. Generally, you're shooting for 0 grams of carbs per day, which is respectively like maybe a few handfuls of berries. And that's not a lot, okay? So I'm going to tell you why like carbs are so much more beneficial to your body, and keto, like a keto diet, is really, it's actually was designed for people with neurological disorders and conditions like epileptic patients. And the reason why is our brains and our bodies thrive on carbohydrates, glucose, right? And when you starve the brain of that main fuel source, it shifts in a way to where it burns ketones for fuel. Obviously, you've heard of ketones within the body. So it burns that versus glucose. And when you do that for the brain with an epileptic patient, it obviously slows down their seizures, right? It helps them with their condition. That is why this diet was first designed. And now people are understanding like how ketones work with the body and weight loss and things. And this is mainly just due to caloric deficit. Okay, this is just from lowering your carb intake and expending more than you eat and taking out the carbs, and eventually your body catches on to that. And there's a lot of other risk factors, serious health risk factors involved with this. So ketosis obviously is a process in the body that is designed to keep us alive when food intake is low. Okay, guys, so basically by doing this, you're already putting your body in a state of deprivation. Okay, so when you do that, your body's going to respond by breaking down the fats and the proteins that you're eating in your body, and it's going to create ketones, and your body burns ketones instead of glucose because you're not intaking like any carbohydrate source at all. And this is what it has to do in order to keep you alive. And when you have too many ketones in your body, this creates a lot of health issues. So this is why you want to avoid restricting carbs all the time and for long periods of time. Like, sure, if you want to put your body in ketosis for like a short period of time, that's cool, but you need to have the know-how to get back into a carbohydrate rich diet because this is what your body's going to thrive best on. So too many ketones in your body is going to put you at risk for ketoacidosis. And this is where you can have like uncontrolled hypoglycemia. There's metabolic acidosis. It's really bad. You really don't want this. There's something called keto flu, and this is where you get like dry mouth, you get cramps, you get fatigue, obviously, you have headaches and nausea, maybe some GI issues like constipation. This is something you don't want to go through either, guys. If you have any of these symptoms, it's not good. It's not healthy for your body to be responding that way from your nutrition, okay? So along with that, you can have like heart palpitations. That's uncomfortable. You know, you think that you're eating a heart healthy diet when you're eating a bunch of fats and stuff, but in reality, your body doesn't thrive best on that many fats. It really doesn't need that many fats to get the benefits of cognitive function, right? You don't need that much fats and proteins in your diet. And you're also going to obviously see reduced gym performance and overall life performance decreasing because you don't have carbs. You don't have that number one preferred fuel energy source for your body fueling you. So you're going to feel foggy or fatigued. You're not going to be able to lift as much in the gym. People might argue against that, like, oh, I feel so much better eating higher fats and stuff. But maybe that's the case. Like maybe they're doing the whole, I think there's like this finger pricking thing now they do with keto. Like maybe they're doing it scientifically. That's fine because you know what? Sometimes the keto diet can help people who are very, very high performing athletes. But for the common American, no. This is, even then, like with the athletes, they have to have a carb source at some point, especially if they're expending that much energy and they're going to need to replenish that. This is not a long-term thing. And I really don't think people should be doing this for short-term, quick fad diet fixes either because of all of these risk factors in your health. Along with that risk factor, you can get hair loss, you can get gallstones, you can get indigestion, and it also puts you at risk for high cholesterol. That's a big thing, is it just throws your body out of whack completely. And I spend a lot of my time fixing clients' bodies and like their metabolism from being on these types of fad diets. It completely ruins how their body processes things, and it takes more time to fix that and then get them to where they want to be in their health, their mindset, around food, allowing themselves to have carbohydrates again and not being afraid to eat them, because they're actually good for our bodies. So basically, guys, like your energy systems in your body, they require carbs for fuel. You will hit the wall. You will plateau or you will backtrack completely. Most people who start keto, they hit the plateau. Like things stop working because your body catches up with that, right? Or you get some of these symptoms because you have too many ketones in your body. Like where's I going with this? You will hit that wall and you will stop seeing progress. You cannot remain on a carb deprivation forever. It's optimal to be getting, at minimum, usually like 25 to 30% of carbs in your diet, in balance of proteins and fats. Ideally, you want to be shooting for 30 to 50% because that's even better, right? The more carbs, the better for your body. So that's why you see like a lot of my clients, they're eating very carb dense diets and still losing weight. They're still losing fat off of their bodies and they feel amazing. They feel amazing because they're fueling their body properly with nutrition, with the power of good balanced nutrition that's in the right macronutrient range for them and the right calorie range for them, supporting their goals and supporting their health and supporting their hormones and their whole functionality and their overall health. This is where you're going to feel the best, you're going to look the best, and you're going to see results. And quite frankly, fast, because it's the right way to do it. It's the healthy way to lose weight. If somebody's losing weight slow, it's usually because of a lot of other factors like age, or maybe they were on a super restrictive fat diet in the past and it's been a long time, like they've been dieting for a long time, they've been not eating for a long time, they've been skipping meals for a long time. So some of my older clients who have done that, they do lose weight slow, and that's okay because we're repairing all of that damage they've done within in a cellular level in their bodies, and we're fixing it, and then it starts picking back up, right, in optimal ranges. So that is the point of, not just focusing so much on the scale and not so much on quick instant gratification results. You need long-term sustainable results, not only in your nutrition and your health, but also in your mindset around food. It all comes together, because if you don't have that, you're going to be in a never-ending yo-yo cycle. You're going to be trying different things. You're going to be trying keto, thinking that it works just because you see all these other people having results. And that's the case. But guess what? most of them still gain the weight back, or they're stuck at that little set point that their body got to, and they start experiencing fatigue and they don't know why, and they have all these issues, and the actual weight loss again is due to caloric restriction. So, why is it healthy for you to have carbs? Because health, guys. You need to be able to control your blood sugar, so carbs are good for that. You don't have to continually worry about insulin spikes, because you can do it in a way that, actually helps your body on a cellular level. It helps your the eating carbs gives your cells and your tissues and your organs the energy it needs to do all the functions inside of your body and run efficiently, because your body is its own unique machine, and you have to fuel that with the right source. If you're putting it into a state of deprivation and you are, putting it into ketosis, that's not necessarily good, okay? Your body doesn't actually want that. People might say, oh, I don't miss carbs, or I'm not having cravings. Maybe you're not thinking about carbs, or maybe you're not craving, you're not drooling over carbs anymore, because you do get used to the foods you're eating. That's a whole different process that we could talk about at a different time, about cravings and, eliminating like sugar and things out of your diet. That's not why. Your body still craves that energy. And you will see that in the way that your body's responding, in the way that you're feeling fogged down and fatigued, and all of these other distress and health issues, okay? So your body needs this, and it also needs the fiber from carbohydrates, and it also helps aid your digestion. So you're not going to have the constipation, because you're going to have the healthy fiber source in there, and it's going to help overall your digestive tract optimally run how it's supposed to, keep you regular and keep the fat pumping out as you are doing things in the proper balance. So hope this kind of sums up. Keto is like a huge topic. I could talk about it forever, but I wanted to jump on here and give you guys this little snippet of, my philosophy around it, because I did have a question about it, and some people are going to be like, but at the end of the day, you have to decide what's best for you, and this is just my standpoint on why I think it should only be used if you have specific considerations taken into account, like your current metabolic rate, the state that your metabolism is in, what your hormones are like, what health conditions you might have, because this is not going to be something that's good, especially if you have like diabetes or something. You need to be able to control these things under a medical professional or under a registered dietitian or nutritionist. This is something that you have to really research and understand the science behind it before you just jump in because everybody else is getting results, okay? Because there's a lot of health risks and factors involved with this, and I really don't want that for anybody, because again, a lot of people run into these issues, and it's really sad and frustrating for people to do this, and they're like, yay, I'm losing weight, and then they come to me 5-6 months later, and they're like, help, I am stuck, and I actually gained this weight back, and it's not working. So that's the thing with this, guys. Put down below if you have any questions about this. If you thought this was super helpful, go ahead and share it for me, and hope you have a fabulous Wednesday. Bye, guys.